Hello and welcome back to City Skylines. My name's Negative Rotan and let's get cracking. I think what we're going to do is make this the last episode of Imaginary City, at least for the time being. And we're going to move on to something a little bit more interesting, because I wanted to play the city largely as a learning exercise. And also, yeah, well, that looks like fun. And also, you know, to suss out the game and just figure out how things worked and what the story was. Wow, that's a big wave. I've been playing around with the water physics just now, and I must say they're faintly ridiculous and awesome at the same time. Dams and water pumps and all kinds of interesting stuff. See here what kind of effect we're getting out of them. Let me actually just throw in another one, because, you know, why not? Why wouldn't you? As you can see what water pumps actually do to the river level. We'll drop them quite considerably. And we can in effect drain a river, and you can even dam up the oceans. I haven't figured out how to do that yet, but I dare say I will over time. So yeah, this is it's been an interesting learning city. I think that I've got the basics down, and I'm going to need to approach my next one with just better design, and I'll see more success. So what we'll do is we'll throw in another little suburb. And this will probably be the last one that we do. But I wanted to zone this in because fun. And we got the demand for it as well. Now I'm thinking in the next series, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with hard mode, where the RCI is severely cut down, and with some other wrinkles as well. And I'm planning to jump on the workshop and grab a cool map to play on, something that's suitably difficult, as I believe that it's difficulty that gives rise to the most elegant designs. You know, beauty is in form, and that form comes from the function. Okay, get this office area zoned in. We'll do commercial down the middle, just like that. And high density residential everywhere else. And we'll zone in the water. And I'm thinking in the next city I'll attempt a more min-max approach to the game, rather than the haphazard craziness, the drunkenness that I've used this time around. I think that for the most part we're sitting pretty good for this. Ooh. Incinerator status is marginal. Let's throw one there. That'll help. Healthcare, That looks okay. Fire safety. Yeah. Crime rate's probably a bit high. What I'll actually do is just zone one in to this new area, because that should actually cover a little bit of this area here. So you can see we've got one there and one there, and now we have one here. Education is poor. Place a elementary school in there. I'm going to throw a high school down in here. Go. I don't think there's really any need for another university quite yet. Throw another high school in there. Why not? Why wouldn't you? Yeah, we're good for water. Sewage treatment is probably a little bit on the low side. Because this city is rather monolithic and ugly. It's just buildings, high-rise buildings at that, everywhere. Are we okay for water? Yep, it looks like it. You can see the upgrades starting to come into effect in here. Oh, you can hear them. Listen to them go. Upgrades left, right, and centre. If you have a solution on, well, a suggestion you'd like me to do to send this out with a bang, let me know. Actually, here's an idea, right? And it was on this day, the 8th of the 5th, 2024, that the government of Imaginary City shut down. First it was the police, then it was, if I can find the right frickin' data view. Ah, there it is. And the fire stations. Next came the hospitals. And then ironically the cemeteries stopped accepting people. Wait. Let's see what happens when we turn everything off. Okay. As we've got the bare bones, and I dare say that if we were to ever come back and turn it back on again, we'd be okay. Let's let the simulation run and see what happens to our poor city. Seems that at first nothing really happens. Citizens are sick. Let's turn off the buses too. You're gonna have a hell of a time turning all this back on, that's for sure. I wonder what those buses were doing over there. It's a tad odd. Well, so far we've lasted for a month without anything major happening. We're starting to see some degradation in land value though. I think that's everything really. Well, obviously we've still got our power on and the water on as well. I figure I'll leave them on. See how long we last. See, there's starting to become mass complaints about land value. And people are dying. I wonder how quickly our population will fall. Too few services. Wow. Now the fires are starting. Oh. What if we turn off the parks too? Huh? That would really suck. Let's do that though. That'll really make the land value go down. This will be interesting. Oh, botanical gardens, off you go. Small park, off. We're at 38,000 people. Dead person at the basketball court. Oh, that is hilarious. Yeah, definitely hilarious. Dead person at the stadium. Turn that off. Dead person at the transport tower. Dead person at the tax office. That's kind of ironic, because they say that the only things constant in life are death and taxes. Wow, we're at 23,000. That's not taken long at all. At least the traffic will be really good. Wonder how long it'll take us to get to 0 population, or if we even would. That's interesting. Crime rate's 36%. Fire hazard is rather high. Average health, 26%. You can see the abandoned buildings now starting to pop up. This is 3 months since we did that. We deactivated everything. You see, things are pretty unhappy. We're losing people at 1,000, at a rate of 1,000. It's a race. Can we get to 0 before we get to 0 money? Actually, you know what would help this, right? We'll earn more money. Out, everyone out. Let's. The buildings can go down to 0. Education can be 0. Well, as close to 0 as I can get it anyway. People are pretty unhappy. I wonder if you get voted out of office. Yeah, you can see the tax complaints. Ooh. Ooh. Holy shit. Making a bit of money though. Wow. Okay. Set all these to 50. All the taxes are up as high as they can go. We've got 9,000, 8,000, 7,000. Come on, we've got to get to 0 here. See the buildings. I've got auto demolish on, so. Oh, you can see the industry. Industry's actually pretty hardy. Not enough workers. Criminal activity is high, and taxes is too high. There you go. Definitely breaking the city, that's for sure. Wow. $1,800. Surely they can't last much longer. The goal is to get it to 0. If we can get it to 0, that'll be awesome. $1,200. Oh, there he goes. It's got 0 households. $11.95. Out! Everyone out! Get out of my city. Imagine the crime rate would be high. There you go. That's what happens when you turn off all the services in a city. Dear. Well, let's just keep going because we're so close to being at 0 now. It's awfully quiet as well. Why are those still running around? Off. 124, nearly there. 105. $87, $72, $66. Imaginary cities becoming a ghost town. $47. Come on. And you can see the bare bones of my city now. It's just what's left over. Ooh, the Lazarette Plaza, we'll turn that off. Very, very interesting. You can see that it's just all kind of crumbled. The residential, as it went, you know, it went pretty quickly, but you can see that the industry lasted for a bit longer, and I think that, yeah, it closed down as a function of not having any workers. So it's residential that seems to be the most vulnerable. Commercial probably sits somewhere in between them. But 70 people. Wish I could track them. 12 people. 5 people. Wonder where they are. Firehouse, turn off. Four people. Come on. We've got to get there. I think this is a suitable end to the series. Turn you off. 2 people. What's this? 1 person. Get out. Get out of my city, I tell you. There we go, 0. Alrighty. Well, we've done it. We've successfully tanked the imaginary city, and we've actually got a bit of cash, so I think that I'm going to do one more episode where we have a look and see what happens if I just turn it all back on. Like, I'll drop the taxes down, I'll just turn everything back on, and we'll see what happens within 20 minutes. So, and that'll, I think, will be the last time, the last episode for the series.